Right, so the Ghana Shippers Authority says it will expand more shipper complaint and support units to assist importers and exporters to deal with bottlenecks in the mango export business. This follows a drop by 14% in exportation of mangoes from the eastern and Volta regions.
We are contemplating setting up other complaint and support units in two other important border points of Kulungugu, so that at every point we can assist importers who are carrying on the business of international trade, be they trade in exports or be they trade in imports. It is important to mention that the committees here, both Volta and Eastern, made up largely of importers.
Well, we do apologize for that bad sound quality. We would rectify that and bring you that story later. But talking about SIMBOX fraud, have you had the experience where you would receive a phone call with a local number, but it would be an international phone call? We have multitude of cases being recorded, and also this has been brought to book. We have detail of this on SIMBOX fraud coming up now.
The police on August 26 arrested two persons suspected of engaging in SIMBOX fraud after a collaboration between MTN Ghana and the National Communication Authority. The activity involves the diversion of international calls through unapproved routes using the internet. This makes international calls appear as local calls, hence denying operators and government of revenue, while directing these funds into accounts belonging to fraudsters. Minister of Communications Dr. Omane Boama said traffic for international calls have dropped from 100 million minutes to 60 million minutes per month. He hinted Cabinet had approved 4 new policies to help fight the crime.
There is an elaborate strategy out there, some electronic, some also human, which allows us to be able to detect the source or sources of these operations. Be rest assured that your identity will not be uncovered, because so far we have relied on tip-offs and all that, but you have not heard any single individual come out to say that we assisted the task force in unraveling any such incident in relation to SIMBOXing.
Network operators have also put out measures to avoid making such huge losses.
We've invested a lot of money to detect as well as to locate where the SIMBOXers are, and this particular operation was for that, in order to locate where the SIMBOXers are and prevent them from continuing doing their particular bypass. We also always need the law enforcement as well as NCA as far as getting the warrants and helping us bring the police, because we cannot go into a building without a warrant, and we also need police to help.
The general public is advised to report such incidents to the Universal Short Code 419.
Right, so now we turn our attentions to the forex market, and weeks past the city has come under serious criticism from analysts. Well, beginning business week Monday, the city has seen some form of stability on the interbank market, and today on the interbank market we saw some 10 peso gain for the city against the dollar. Well, this stability has seen a marginal gain amounting to the stability, but it is of course positive for analysts who are anticipating better days for the Ghana city against its major trading currencies. Turning our attention to the forex markets this afternoon, figures from the Bank of Ghana indicates that the city is buying at 3 Ghana cedis 1320 pesos for the buying price, with a selling price of 3 Ghana cedis 1346. And quickly looking at how it fared against that of the pound on the interbank market, definitely you would have the prices differ from one bank to the other, and it might be even higher when you visit the forex markets. 5 Ghana cedis 2035 is the buying price, with a selling price of 5 Ghana cedis 2088. And to that of the euro to the city, it is buying at 4 Ghana cedis 1141 for the buying price, with a selling price of 4 Ghana cedis 1170. Well, indicators for the stability has to do with the Bank of Ghana pumping more dollars onto the market, as well as the IMF bailout, which is of course posing some positive news for the economy. So we would be looking more into this later. How would it pan out for the cedi? Continued stability, or we would see some form of depreciation? Later tonight, more on business, and 4:30 more also on the commodity markets. I'm Naneka Asare. Enjoy your afternoon.